Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to Point Fighter Live. We have a great show for everybody today. If you're just tuning in, give us some shares, give us some power. We're gonna have an awesome show today. Awesome show. We're gonna talk. We got all night if I want. I'm ready to talk. It's gonna be an awesome show. We're gonna talk about um, last weekend's tournaments, the Centex Open. We're gonna talk about the Southwest Nationals. We're gonna talk about the Superfoot tournament, and we're gonna talk about upcoming tournaments. The season is here. That's it. It's in full swing. Like man, it's gone by so fast, right? So we're gonna have an awesome show. We got a lot to talk about. You're out there. Give us some power. Give us some shares. Give us some likes, give us some comments. If you have anything you want to talk about, just hit me up. What's going on, Tony? There you go. Give us a share. If you guys can, give us a share on your profile and give us a share on a group, any group, and just always gets the most viewers. Okay, so if you're listening to this live or watching live or watching the recorded, thanks for supporting Point Fighter. Okay, we got a lot to talk about today. I'd like to welcome everyone. All right, here we go. We got some power coming on. What's going on, Vince? What's going on, Tony? All right. Hey, so today we got three guests. All right, we got three guests. We got Alex Mancias. He won the Centex Open, and a junior. He's a junior. He's an up and coming player. And we got Kyle Petrowski, and we got David Abdullah Muhammad. Okay, these are the winners of the 3-point fighter approved events from last weekend. We had an awesome weekend for tournaments. The streams were awesome, and there was a lot of action. We got like over 100 new likes on the page. Or no, 411 new likes on the page. So thanks for supporting and following us. Yeah, what's up, Tony? I could see you guys' comments. I love to work with you guys for sure. Hey, so this week, before we get into the past weekends, this weekend we got the Grand Slam Open Nationals, April 20 to 21st. That's in Richmond, Virginia. And that's Jeff Doss, though. He's the new USA president for NBL. And this is one of the biggest tournaments in NBL, and he's doing a great job building it up. He's doing a great job with the live streams on the show on NBL. I heard the All-Stars are going to be there. Team Dojo is going to be there as well. And it's going to be an awesome event. It's going to be great. It always is. There's also, I think K-Talk has a team. I'm hearing that Team Unity has a team as well. So it's going to be really good. A lot of great fighters are going to be there. So make sure Sport Martial Arts is covering it too. Point Fighter Live, we're going to be covering the winners from that event. That's in Richmond, Virginia. Also, down here, down south, we have the Kick USA South Regional Championship. It's also blitz rated. It's USA Sport Karate. I'm going to be there at the tournament. We're going to be covering it with pictures and videos and live streams as well. So two awesome events, all right? If you guys want any information on these tournaments, just go to the page and you could sign up, register, get the information of where it's at and everything. It's all on the Point Fighter Live page. All right, what's going on, Omar Power? There we go. Okay, next weekend, we got Quebec Open. We did everything you need to know about the Quebec Open last week with David Boston. That video has like almost 3,000 views already. So you know it's going to be a big tournament. So go ahead and check that out, QuebecOpen.com. That's next weekend in Quebec. We have the Arkansas Open. It's in the arena, a tournament in the arena. Joey Perry, it's a great tournament. That's next weekend in Arkansas. So you guys are looking for some good tournaments. These are it right here next week. We also have the Northeast Martial Arts Challenge. That's in Pennsylvania. I did a video today on this tournament and everything you need to know on this tournament as well. It's in the Point Fighter Live page, Pat Riley. Tournaments everywhere, guys. You could compete, good quality events, okay? And then across the pond, right? WKC Aberdeen Open. That's 2000. It's April 29. It's 2018. It's the first European Point Fighter approved event. So they got people. Malcolm Evans is the promoter. He has people from Guatemala coming, USA, Canada, everywhere. It's kind of, and then all those states, all the countries in Europe It's kind of becoming like, the Irish Open. You think about the Irish Open, this tournament's getting, it's getting a lot of momentum with that. So tune into that tournament. Then May events. We're going to run through these quickly, and we're going to have everything you need to know about these events soon. The British Open, right? That's over there in your UK, May 6th. We have Infinity Nationals. That's May 11th and 12th. That's in Wisconsin. Jeff Orlowski and Mr. Welch. Great tournament. Everything real professional. Down here in Miami, the Masters Karate Tournament. That's also on May 12th. Here, they're giving out $2,500 in cash prizes. So that's going to be great. A lot of action. Blitz Daytona, May 19th. Make sure you reserve those rooms. The rooms are going by really quick. Compete on the beach. Daytona's a great place for a tournament. Okay, so make sure you tune in. All the information for these events are on the Facebook page. Okay, May 26th, last one, I believe, the Jam On Nationals. WKF is going to be there. Okay, it's an NBL tournament. It's going to be good. I'm hearing a lot of teams are coming. Jason Holmes is promoting that tournament. All right, guys, you guys are ready. We're going to talk first to Kyle Petrozzi. What's up, Shayla Power? Yes, we're going to talk. Oh, we got everybody on the line. I see you, Alex Power, baby. I see you. Okay, that's good. It's good that you're there. Good. We're going to talk to 3, fighters that won in the past weekend, and they're all awesome fighters, good players. And that's funny because we were kind of talking about that. Before we bring them on, we're going to bring them on in a few minutes. This weekend we had a good poll, right? And it was like pick 3, right? We had pick 3 of young and up and coming fighters. And like, we're just not going to talk too much about this today, but just a little bit. And then, look, you got Bailey, you got Elijah, you got Devin Hopper, you got Yakub, Jeremy Francoeur, Hector, Salori, Connor, Enrique, right? You got all these people, Chris Gorham, right? And like, man, there's also other fighters like that I didn't put on this list. And I got another list, right? And I kind of put today or this week a pick 3, right? Pick 3. And look, I even put up another list, right? So these guys have some of these guys are 1 overalls, a lot of overalls. You would think that they're veterans. Cam, Kevin Walker. These guys are under 25, so they're young. Poor, Zayn, Pablo, Zach Winder. I think almost everybody here is 1 overalls, but so pick, who would you guys pick here? What would be your 3-man team from right here? You could pick real quick. You got to do it right now, all right? But as I'm talking about this, you could pick, but there's other people missing on this list as well. But what got me thinking was that it's crazy how just a few years ago, none of these guys were out there really. They were out there, but they weren't winning how they are now. Before, from 2000 to the past few years, we had the Raymonds, the Trevors, Ross Levines, and they're getting older, right? And kind of you could see the passing of the torch with these young guys. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool to see that we're living through this now and we're seeing it. And I'm a little older. I remember the 80s, the top fighters in the 80s were the Plowdens and the Nasties and KA and the Budweiser team and stuff like that. Mike Smith, and then the 90s, the Pedros, the Bradys, Boston Taekwondo, Metro All-Stars, right? And then the early 2000s to the mid 2015, right? Jody, Raymond, Trevor, Tanks, and the Zolts, all the Hungarians, and then now you're getting to the new crop, you know what I'm saying? So, and there's so much more talent too in the juniors and in the women's division as well. So, who do you guys pick? 3, Vince, you pick 2, 3, and 5. So you pick Cam, Kevin, and Avery. Yeah, those guys are, these guys have 1 overalls. They're awesome right here. Okay. All right, guys. So that's just what we're starting to show off with. I'll probably post this up. We're gonna start with the show. Okay, we're gonna start with the interviews now. We're gonna bring in Kyle Petrozzi, right? I think I'm naming it right. All right, here we go. And bam. Abraham. What's going on,
You
sir?
good?
How's everything going?
Good, man. How are you?
Awesome, bro. Awesome. Everything's great. Hey, so you congratulations on your win at the tournament this past weekend. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Hey, so you won weapons as well, right? You won the weapons overall and then the fighting overall.
Right,
So
right.
so you've been training weapons all your life too? Like you've been
Man, yeah, ever since I started, I've been doing weapons and fighting. So it's funny, not many people know that or they think I do one or the other, but it's definitely both are a big influence in my little career here.
so you see yourself still doing both, right? And all
Absolutely.
and throughout your
Absolutely.
career, right?
Yeah, my intensity with the fighting, I think because I'm a fighter, it helps me with my weapons. So I can go out there with this crazy mindset and mentality that I'm really fighting out there. So it allows me to just have this edge, I believe, when I do my weapons.
Oh yeah, man. That's cool. That's a good way to look at it. So it
Yeah.
kind of helps your fighting in that way too,
Hmm.
right? And
Absolutely.
how much time do you put into it, into the weapons and the fighting
Man.
drills, and how many times a week do you train?
Well, and it started getting really I started getting really serious in 2016. That's when I first started doing NASCA stuff. So
Yeah,
before that it was just kind of all NBL and everything. And
right.
man, I put a lot of time into it. I mean, every day I do something for martial arts, whether that's weapons or fighting. I've been putting a lot of time into the fighting lately since I've been kind of connecting with Jody and Mr. Plowden a little bit more and
Yeah,
been picking drills from them, and I'm trying to travel to train a lot more too.
yeah.
Um,
And
so just
seminars too, right? You've done
yeah.
seminars.
Yeah, every time I go to a seminar, Mr. Roberts always taught us if you go to a seminar, if you can at least pick one thing that you can stick in your brain and kind of change the way you look at things, it was a successful seminar. So we're covering 3 hours on a back fist, reverse punch, and side kick in a Jati seminar. There is just endless amount of knowledge.
Yeah, bro. No, that's awesome. So, yeah, so you could feel the benefits of that, right? And
Yeah,
not just in the drills, but just the energy, right? And just like it's always good to be like I always tell people it's great to do these seminars with champions because you get their energy, you know what I mean? And you that
absolutely.
mentality of a champion, and then it just it's
Yes.
contagious. It fills you up, and you want to be, it helps you just that being around
Yes.
them, you know.
And that's something that I believe the traveling to train too is just as important because you go to a competition and you're just kind of in your zone. You're not really, I don't know, you're like you go and travel and train. I went to Jotty's in 2016 for a week by myself, and I was able to train with Jesse Ray a little bit and the people there on Next Level, and then just seeing how the energy is, or the TCK
Yeah.
camps. Man, that energy is very contagious, and so you bring it back to Ohio and you train. You try to simulate that energy as much as possible. It's all
Yeah,
in the mind, that
that's
mindset.
awesome, bro. That's awesome. We got some love over here from Canal and Mike Palmer. What's going on, guys? Hey, so, yeah, man. So that's great. That's great. And I hear that you're training now too. You're like I know I see you're close to Michigan, right? To Detroit.
Yes.
Like you've been training with Plowden too, as well, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been heading up there a lot. 2018's been a little different year. I've learned a lot the last 2 years competing in the NASCAs and stuff. And yeah, I just have to I stepped away a little bit from FKB, so I've been doing my own thing a lot. I train strength and conditioning with the guy Ray up here. And
Yeah.
I travel try to get there as much as possible up to Plowdens, and what I'm really getting from that is just the importance of your mind and enjoying the process, and it's a process. It's not going to happen overnight. But man, it's just the wisdom that I get from there. I just feel like really empowered by it.
That's awesome. So when you go up there, you make it to like a sparring session with like, and you're training with all his fighters, like
Yeah.
Avery, all that. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the other thing that's awesome. We
that's
go up
awesome.
there and spar on Friday, and I'll run into Chris, Dwight, Avery, Mr.
Uh,
Frost is there sometimes, and so it's just being able to fight those people more consistently because, like I've heard before about you drill about 80% and spar about 20%. So if I can get that 20% to be against those guys,
oh yeah,
it's
sure. Yeah, no, that's great, bro. That is awesome. That's awesome to hear, and like you could see the motivation and in you because you're like that's a drive right there, right? You're driving a few hours to get
oh
there.
yeah, 2.5. there and back. So yeah, it's I've spent some of the sacrifices I've made. It's just I get a kick out of that because you're gonna have to sacrifice stuff if you want to get to the top,
Yeah,
and that's where my goals are set. Why would I set them any lower? I'm doing it. It's fun to me. So I have those role models like Jotty and Ross and Mr. Plowden and Mr. Roberts and all these people that why would I not try to get to that level?
yeah, for sure. That's awesome, bro. That's awesome. Hey, so how was the tournament? Superfoot. It looked like a good tournament. I'm just gonna
It's
post some pictures of the kids that won and people that won
yeah,
the
man.
tournament. It looked nice in there in the
It
venue.
is.
Yeah,
It's so much fun, man. I mean, for those that aren't from Cleveland, Ohio, we have a little IX Center up here, and there's an amusement park every, month or so, like in April. So I remember being young. I was like 8 years old going to this tournament. So it's been around a while. He took a
wow, for
break.
real.
Yeah, man. And I've had some really good battles, good memories there when I was younger. And as a kid, I remember once you're done competing, we can go ride the amusement parks, we can
Yeah,
ride the
yeah,
rides.
that's
So
pretty cool.
it's like super set up for the young talent, little kids, and like those juniors, and even adults might want to go walk around there too.
Yeah,
So
bro, that's good. That's good. It's always good to have things to do in a tournament that you go to.
absolutely
So that's
right.
awesome.
And
No,
Mr.
that's
Wallace
great.
was there. So you get to kind of see him and talk to him, and his credentials speak for themselves. So it's a nice, unique venue they got there.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's good. This is the second year they've been Point Fighter approved, and it looked
Hmm.
good from the streams. Uh, so
Yeah.
so good job to good job to the promoters, Don and Superfoot doing a good
Yes.
job, and the guy that streamed for us, good job too. He got all the action. Hey, so
Yeah.
you're a free agent, right?
Yes, sir.
That's one of your goals in sport karate to maybe get picked up by a national team.
Absolutely. I mean, again, why not? I mean, you go out there and you're spending money, you're sacrificing, you're getting tested every week, every
Yeah,
day. Why not try to get picked up on a team? And it's, of course.
for
Of
sure, for
course.
sure. No, of course, that's one of the goals. What's the next tournament you're gonna go to? What do you got planned out for the rest of like at least the next few months?
Yeah, so the next few months, I'll for sure be going to Grand Slam next week. So I'll be
Oh
there.
yeah, Grand Slam. Yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
I've been going there pretty consistently. I love it.
Yeah,
And then I am going to, I believe, go to the battle this year. It'll be my first time
nice.
going there this
Oh,
year.
that's great, bro.
Um,
Great.
I want to hit up Capital, and then
Yeah,
I know I'm going to finish the year out nice. I want to do WKC this year.
yeah.
World titles are also a goal. So,
Yeah, yeah, for sure, bro. That's awesome, bro. That's some
right.
great goals, and I love what you're doing. And
Yes, sir.
congratulations, bro. Congrats
Thank
on
you so
everything.
much, man.
What do you do other than karate? Do you teach at all, or do you go to school,
Yeah.
or what do
Yeah,
you
I
do?
teach well. I actually went through school already, so I'm kind
Uh,
of, I'm sacrificing a little bit there too. 2010 to 2014, I went to Kent State. I got a criminal justice degree, a psychology degree, and I continued to compete through that, traveling to Spain
Awesome.
and everything. So the karate's just always been a big part of my life, no matter what. And I'm at a point now where, I do teach in the evenings. I have a part-time job at UPS in the morning, wake up at 4 in the morning. So I'm just kind of like trying
For
to
real?
grind.
Oh, I used to do that when I was younger. I did that.
Really?
Actually, I used to do that like I was a preloader, and
Yeah.
bro, I used to do it like I used to teach karate, and I made
Yes.
good money doing that. But I did it
Right.
like to work out. I remember
Right.
it would be an awesome workout, and like when I wanted to lose weight, I was a super light. I remember I need to cut 5 pounds, and then that week I would just work super hard, and that's it. I
Yeah.
weight super. That's cool.
Right, man. It's a good workout. So from
Yeah,
4 in the morning till, now I'm actually a little past my bedtime, but it's all good. I'm actually like super busy all the time. So I'm just trying to grind it out and just work. I'm not trying to cut no corners. I'm just trying to really work every day to get this stuff because I'm at a point, where I want to make this work. If it don't work, I got 2 degrees that I would like to fall back on and try to do something with that. Where,
yeah, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. Hey, bro, thanks for joining us. And
yes, sir.
it was a great interview. It was great to know more about you, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you
Yes,
out
sir.
there,
Thanks
and
for having
maybe
me
get you
on.
on,
Yeah.
get you on again for another tournament win.
Oh, That's my goal. I'm gonna be on here again soon. That's another goal of mine.
Woo! Yes, sir. Power,
Power,
baby.
baby.
All right. Take care, bro. All right. Okay. Great interview there. And so that is that tournament. We're gonna bring on a few more guests on the show. We're not done yet. ASG guys, support them. If you have a tournament and you want a booth, an ASG booth, Kyle Reed is the man to contact. You can contact myself if you want a wholesale account. Jason Chen. Great gear. Okay, great gear and great support. AllStarGear.net. All right. Point Fighter approved. Your tournament's Point Fighter approved. They got all the coverage, and it's Point Fighter approved. If you want information on how to get your tournament Point Fighter approved, contact me. Mini Queen, Royalty Promotions, great trophies, great designs. That's a place to go for trophies. Okay. All right. Okay. So the next guest we're gonna have on is David Muhammad, right? Okay. He won the tournament he won the Southwest Classic Nationals, right, in Missouri last weekend, and it's pretty interesting. He won, right, but he's also like in the Olympic style side of the fighting, so it's gonna kind of be cool to talk to him about that and the differences and the transitioning, and we're gonna talk a little bit about the event. All right, so we're gonna bring him on, right, and then we're gonna bring on Alex Mancillas too for the Centex Open. Now we're gonna talk about that. We got a great show today. Anything you guys want to talk about, let me know. What's going on, Canal? What's going on, Anied? Power, baby. Power, Mike Palmer. All right, we're gonna bring him on. Here we go, David. Yes, sir. Hey, David, what's going on?
One,
Everything good? You can hear me good?
sir.
All right, nice. Hey, so congratulations on your win in Missouri last weekend. So, you're like you fight. You won the tournament. Have you been doing open tournaments for a long time too?
Yeah, I mean, I actually started off as far as my heavy competition. I was with formerly IDC, Team IDC.
Oh,
And then
for real? IDC? Oh yeah, that's old school. That's like right, Russo and Ronell and all those guys.
before they transitioned, and then I was on American back when we were American World Team, and then I transitioned into WKF. But yeah, I was doing open circuit for a while, and then I just kind of changed it up. For the
Okay,
4 or 5 years, I've been doing WKF.
nice. Hey, so what's the different like this open sport? How are you doing in that side of the world, by the way?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was a transition. A lot more traditional, so their expectations on scoring are very precise.
Yeah,
You have to retract all your techniques and show good balance. You can't hit a person and fall; they won't score you like that. And
yeah,
transition for me, they include sweeps and things like that. But um, I've been on the U.S. team twice and able to go to American championships and represent the country and train at the Olympic Center.
wow,
So it's been a great experience. But throughout all that time, I've still stayed in touch with Open Circuit. I'm really good friends with Jared Liker. Um,
yeah,
Last year, Kevin Walker's moved up here, so I've been able to train with him as well.
wow. That's great, bro. That's great to hear. And I didn't know about the history from you from that. So that's pretty cool. Like how is the has and I know that the WKF style is more like kind of like the 80s, like how they used to be in the 80s, like with the bring it back, reverse punch. But how have you seen how has the point fighting the the modern open point fight, has it helped you at all with that style of fighting, like the footwork or maybe more speed?
I think the Open Circuit fighters are used to a more diverse type of fighter,
Yeah,
and U.S. A lot of the WKF fighters are kind of stuck, or they fight in one way. There's like a limited amount of techniques that they fight. They move a certain way, and so it's kind of not that diverse. But when you go overseas and fight more diverse fighters, they have a wider range of techniques. And I think
yeah,
open in everything. We've seen a little bit of it all, along with the footwork and just the willingness to fight anybody anywhere. And so that really helped me. And I could see guys, top level guys in NASCA and in Waco doing really well because a good fighter is a good fighter anywhere. And if you
yeah.
teach them rules, that athleticism is going to switch over, that speed's going to switch over. the flexibility and creativeness is going to switch over as well. So I think guys would do very well. And for me, it's been a good transition.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's great to hear. At the Pan Ams last year, in Miami, we had a guy that was from like the WKF style, like come to the tournament, the Pan Ams, and he was kind of like, it was pretty cool to see because he did well, you know, and he had all those techniques. He didn't change anything up. He was fighting that style, and he was doing it kind of to like change it up a little bit for him to help him for that style. But it was pretty cool to see, you know.
Eric Lamellis, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh, you know him? Yeah, yeah.
Uh, me and him compete against each other. We're in the same weight class. So yeah,
Oh man, yeah, yeah. He's good too.
big guy.
Yeah, yeah. He's a good guy. Hey, so how was the tournament? How's the tournament this weekend? It was pretty good.
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, it was a smaller event, but it was well ran. Fighting was actually pretty good. I got in some good fights. And yeah, I had a good time, and I also got runner up in forms. So
Nice.
yeah,
Nice. So you did traditional forms too, right?
should have won it, but we won't go back. We won't go there.
That's funny. Hey, but it's funny. That's cool. You're another guy that does forms and fighting. We don't really see that too much. Actually, all the guests that we have on the show today, they're doing weapons or forms and fighting. You don't see that too much. Do you feel like forms helps you with the fighting at all?
Yeah, I mean, for me, there's never been a separation. I feel like, my father's a martial arts instructor. I've grown up. I've been doing martial arts 30 years. I've always
Wow.
So I go to class still today, and when I line up, I got to do kata, and you can't fight every night. You get injured, and sometimes you feel like your techniques are off. So sometimes I use kata to tighten myself up, or just to get a great workout, to get my mindset right, and just to stay learning. I enjoy learning. I enjoy the performance aspect. I research the bunkai and the application, so I try to be a real martial artist, not just a partial artist.
Yeah, bro, you're doing it the full blown martial arts, not just like only the sports side of it. That's cool, and I think it helps you too. That's awesome, bro. So we're kind of going through the pictures, like Red Stream. I think media was there. These are cool pictures that they did, right? These are pretty cool that they did of the event, and it was a good tournament. So what's the next tournament you're planning on doing? You're doing an Olympic style tournament or open tournament. What's next for you?
Yeah, so I've got a WKF tournament in Colorado coming up in about 2 weeks. So I'll do that. That's a qualifier for nationals, and then I'll do
Nice.
U.S. nationals this summer. And then I made the Waco U.S. team, so I'll go to Pan Americans in October with Waco for that. So I'm looking forward to that as well.
Bro, that is awesome, bro. That's great to hear. And so
Eventually.
yeah, bro. Hey, so what are the chances of for the Olympics? How does that work? What do you have to qualify next for, and how's the process for that?
Well, I'm a realist. I'm 33, and not to be like pessimistic, but I know I don't really have a realistic chance of making the Olympic team for fighting. It's a very tough process. You have to be ranked. Right now, there's 5 weight classes in the world, and they're going to condense it to 3, and they're only
Wow.
10 in the world. So you've got to go to all the European events, get ranked by 2020, top 10. So if you're in one of those weight classes, they're going to condense it. So really, it's like top 4 in your weight class. And Japan automatically gets a spot because it's in their host country.
Yeah.
It's really tough. I mean, not only is it expensive, but the skill level is very high. And if you're not already a world caliber athlete knocking at the door, realistically, it's going to be a longer process. And I have 2 kids, and I'm married, and I'm a school teacher. I don't have the ability to just travel and do whatever I want. But for me, I want to make U.S. team again. I want to go to another Pan American Championships, God willing, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's a process, and anybody who wants to do it, best thing you can do is get out there now and get some experience, and hopefully 2024 is available and 2028. Don't just plan for 2020.
Yeah, bro, that's great. That's good advice. Yeah, I wanted to ask about that since you know like the way to get there. That's pretty cool. Yeah, the tournament was even on TV, right? Like they had a news station out there. That was
Yeah,
pretty cool. That's the promoter, Kevin. But But yeah, bro. Hey, thanks for coming in on the show. Congratulations, and it was great to know you and get information from you like this. And that's awesome. Old IDC team member right there. Good
Hey,
job.
I'm back on NASCAR. I'm a free agent too, so you know.
Hey, a free agent right here. Another free agent. There we go. All right, man. Hey, thanks, bro. All right. Thanks for coming in on the show. Take care. All right. Power. All right. Here we go. Hey, so we got one more guest, guys. It's not over. We're not done yet. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We got a great show so far. Now, Centex Open. You guys are ready for Alex? Now, Alex is a super guy, right? Super good guy. He's very talented. I see that he's teaching. I can't wait to do this interview. His energy is high, and the Centex Open was awesome. All right, so here we go. We're gonna bring in Alex. Here we go. Let's see. Yo, Alex, what's up?
What's up?
All right, bro. Everything good?
Yep, going good.
Awesome. Hey, I see you have your plaques behind you too, right? That's like from last weekend is one of them?
Yeah, this one right here, that Texas one, that's one from last weekend.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
it.
man.
Yeah.
Wow, that is cool. Hey, so congratulations on your win. You won weapons, right? You won the weapons.
Yes, sir.
And then
Yes, sir.
you won your division, the fighting. And I
Yep.
heard you had a lot of competitors there, right? Like it was like 13 or 14 deep, right? And competitors for fighting.
Yes, sir. I had 13 competitors. I fought 4 times, and I did end up winning the first place, not only in sparring, but also in the musical weapons division.
Wow, man. Congratulations. The Centex Open looked awesome. Like it looked like a mini national tournament. Wow. Wow, man. That's great. And it's Chance's 6th year, right? Doing it. So that was awesome, bro. I love it, But you could see all the things he's doing. Oh, I think we lost him a little bit there. Let's see if he comes back. Let's see if he comes back to us. But yeah, the Centex Open is kind of like, it's becoming a big tournament, and Chance is doing everything right. There's Chance. What's going on? Power, baby. That's Chad Cannon. He won it again. He had stiff competition too. Like Willie Hicks was there. A lot of great fighters from all over. Chris Robinson, like everybody from that region, Texas, was there. Like it was like I'm telling you, it was a real good tournament. Let's see if Alex could get back on to the show. He was waiting all this time. Look, I love the banner, right? The banner's nice, the good awards, the podium. Like Chance is doing a great job, and that's what it's all about with tournaments. He has the sanctionings. It's WKC, the league, TKO. Great tournament there. And, Regina, she won the overall, too, for the women. She's also a free agent now with Hayabusa being over. But yeah, let's see if Alex comes back and joins us. Let's see if he get back on. Okay, I think he's on back. I don't know why he got knocked off. I'm not sure if it was me or him. Hey, what's going on?
There we go. Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, okay. Hey, so you're back. We're talking about the Centex Open. So yeah, it had a lot of competitors. From all of Texas was there, number one, right?
Yes, sir.
All the top fighters from all the teams, and like it was a great event, and
Yep.
it was awesome. And you guys helped with the live stream. Your mom helped with the live stream. So
Yes. Yeah, she was going crazy. She's going crazy along with my sister and my sister's mom, like my half sister from one of my other sides. They were going crazy. They were like, "What? Live stream everywhere, live stream this, live stream that." I was like, "Hold on, I'm competing." And then yeah. So.
Hey, your mom did she have a charger with her phone, like a battery pack or something? Because man,
No.
she's doing it for hours. That phone
No.
is good that she has. It lasts
Yes.
a long time. Hey, so you teach. You and your mom have a school, right? You guys have a school and you teach. So how long have you guys been doing that for? How long have you had the school?
So we opened our school or established our business in 2010. So this is our 8th year in the business. And I go and I teach there along with one of my cousins. Her name's Chelsea Lopez, and of course my mom. I assist her in the classes. I go in and we start the classes at 5 and we don't leave till around 8:30, 9 p.m. Still have to manage that with school and stuff, but it's a hobby of mine. It's my life. I love to do it.
Yeah, no, it's good. You look like you're enjoying it too. That's awesome, and that's awesome.
Yes, I totally am.
Yeah, you are. Hey, and I see you've been doing seminars too, right?
Yes, yes. I've had a couple of seminars in Texas. I've had one in Houston. The last one was with Angel Huerta. I think you're familiar with him.
Yeah, he was
Angel.
on my team, Angel. Yeah, yeah, Angel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he had a good. I had a good turnout there in a seminar in Pasadena in the Houston area.
yeah.
So I have another one coming up around in San Antonio in June, around the third week of June. But it's actually the week after the battle. So I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Man, that's awesome. Like, it's great to hear. Like, you don't hear too much about like young champions doing seminars, but in weapons you kind of do. In fighting side is a little different, but in the weapons. But how is it? Like you're kind of new to it, right? To the seminar stuff, right? Like you've been.
Yes.
How is it different from teaching um, class to like doing a seminar? Do you have the same approach when you're doing it, or do you like have a different approach? Because you don't really, it's not people that you're usually with. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes. I take the same approach as energy wise. I try to be as enthusiastic, energy happy, talk to everyone, show that I'm really interested in spreading my knowledge with the school I'm going to teach a seminar with.
Yeah.
But there's a different approach in the students. Just because I'm not familiar with them, I do have to get to know them a little bit better. You know, ask them, of course, what their name is and stuff, joke around with them a little bit, get familiar with them, then I can teach a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah, bro, that's awesome to hear. No, that's great to hear. And hey, so just you know, what are your goals for the future? Like, are you planning on doing this? Like, do you see yourself doing this as an adult too?
Of course, definitely. This, like I said earlier, this is my life. It's my passion. Like I've got asked to do sports in school, and I turn it down just because this is my life. I plan to do in my future when I'm an adult until the day I die.
You could see that passion in you for real. Hey, so how is it with Team Gypsy? You got an awesome team around.
Yep.
You know,
I got an awesome team behind my back. They sponsor me 100%. They're there for me at the tournaments. If I need them, they're there. They'll coach me. Even outside the tournaments. If I need to go talk to Mr. Gill, Chance, Chad, they're real cool with me. And I'm glad to be part of this team. Team Gypsy.
Awesome chemistry you guys have there too. You know, It's awesome what Gil's built, and that's really hard to do. And they've kind of had like their veterans being out there for a long time, but you could see now like the young crop with you out there in the future, and like, I love seeing that. You know, like it's like a franchise building the future. Like I love the way the sport is becoming now with that. You know, where you have next generations. Like Gypsy has you are there in the next generation. Like the All Stars have like you know, Cook and Walker and Elijah coming out, and Next Level's pumping out. Like it's an exciting part of time in the sport. You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So what's the next tournament you're gonna go to? What do you got planned on?
I actually have a local tournament where I'm from in Brownsville, Texas. In about 2 weeks, it's my uncle's tournament. It's called the Battle of Cinco de Mayo on May 5th here in Brownsville. Then I go to an AOK sanctioned tournament in Houston, hosted by DE Chambers. I'll be there May 12th, I'm sorry. And then I'll go to the Battle of Atlanta. Battle of Atlanta is my next big NASCAR tournament. I wish I can do all of them, but I know it's a little expensive, but it's okay. I go to the ones I can do.
Hey, so like the regional tournaments, right? And then the nationals. Do you feel sometimes, like since you've had success now in the nationals, do you feel like when you go to a regional and there's like a local guy, do you feel pressure like having to beat that guy because you're the national fighter? Do you have that pressure in that? And do you
tons of pressure. Yeah, but I remain calm about it. I just think like it's just another tournament, another fighter. Be you. I don't put any.
And I love that you're doing all these regionals because I think it helps with the nationals because you got like it's hard to defend your turf and be the man there when you're winning out the nationals, and I think that builds something inside of you, character and just perseverance to win the nationals too. You know? Yeah. Hey, so your mom, you're right. Your mom is very supportive of you. and
Of course.
that's really awesome. So I want to give a shout out to her, and she's doing a great job with you. And good work, man. Hey, so the Centex Open. Anything else you want to let us know about the tournament? Regina won. Chad won. What were some of your favorite fights that you saw?
My favorite fights. I'd probably have to say Willie Hicks. He fought this unknown fighter. I didn't know him, but it was a close fight. It started out slow, but then it got like heated. It was like, oh snap, the points are close. And then Willem came out with the victory. Chad, of course, always. Who did he fight? I forgot who he fought. But Chad is flying across the ring like always. His hands going fast, kicks going fast, scoring those points, taking that dub and the grand champion, man.
Yeah, bro, that was some exciting fights. And if you guys haven't watched the streams, you could check it out. They're all over Point Fighter. Hey, thanks for coming on the show, man. Good job. Congratulations. I can't wait to bring you on again for your next win. All right?
Definitely. I just want to thank, of course, my sponsors for allowing me to be on the show, because if it wasn't for them opening the doors, introducing me to all these tournaments, I wouldn't have been here. Thank you to Team Gypsy, Team ASG, Jason Chen, All-Star Gear,
Yes,
and of course my local sponsors here from Brownsville, Texas, and State Representative Eddie Lucio III. Thank you to them.
There you go, bro. Awesome, bro. You're awesome. You're gonna got a great future ahead of you. Power, bro. All right?
Power!
Woo! All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Point Fighter Live. Great show today. Share it, comment, like it, and boom. Point Fighter, baby. Point Fighter. I'll be back tomorrow with a Florida Point Fighter show, and we're going to preview the tournament that's coming up this weekend. Take care. Have a great day, guys. Power.